Christina Sass. Christina Sass, we are humbled to honor you for your exceptional contributions to making the world a better place. From co-founding Andela, a global organization to train future generations of technology experts, to your work in China, Kenya, and the West Bank, to your work with the Clinton Global Initiative, the MasterCard Foundation, the NYU Stern Center for Business and Human Rights, the Global Give Back Circle, and the Utaloy International Youth Program, your determination and selflessness are exemplary. You say that you live by Aristotle's wise words, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit, and your drive for excellence is stirring. As the co-founder and COO of Andela, founded on the idea that brilliance is evenly distributed but opportunity is not, your efforts to find the next generation of global technology leaders are impressive. Your goal of training 100,000 world-class software developers in Africa over the next 10 years is commendable. This is increasingly possible given the $24 million Andela received from the Mark Zuckerberg Priscilla Chan Foundation or Fund in 2016. We admire your commitment to empowering women in particular. Not satisfied with the low rate of female applicants, 20%, you started all-female boot camps, free 2-week training programs in which experts teach the basics to potential female applicants. Your list of awards is exceptional, from being one of 78 honorees for the New York Business Journal's inaugural Women of Influence Awards in 2014, to one of the 2015 Business Insider 23 Most Innovative, Inspiring Women in New York City Tech. You inspire us. For your leadership in developing the global technology leaders of the future, the Tufts University Alumni Association is proud to present you with the 2017 Young Alumni Achievement Award. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's really an honor to be here. When I graduated from the Fletcher School at Tufts, it was May of 2009. And in the middle of an economic downturn, others were making a lot of very tough decisions and hiding away their savings. And I, on the other hand, to the great concern of my mother, had a shiny new master's degree in global diplomacy and a massive, huge loan to pay back at that time. It was a really tough decision, and in retrospect, it was one of the best decisions that I've ever made in my life. At Fletcher, I immediately found my tribe. I was, in my orientation class, I sat next to the assistant finance minister for South Korea, who was about to be my classmate. So after I was assured that I was not indeed an admissions mistake, I really found that I'd entered into a new world of possibilities where the places that I was looking and where I could go was just dramatically different. It's not that the Fletcher School advanced my career or gave me a slight advantage to my peers. It did nothing short of catapulting my career path and really shifting and changing my global mindset about what was possible. And it's because of the path of myself and some of my Fletcher friends that I'm so impressed and so deeply honored to be here today. Although I have to tell you, my team at Andela knows that I had an existential crisis about a year ago when I was offered the 40 Under 40 Alumni Award from my undergraduate institution, which I was devastated to receive. So let me just say that I'm truly delighted, and I'm going to call it the Very Young Alumni Award here at Tufts. One of the things I loved most about my time here is the extraordinary leadership at the time under Dean Bosworth and University President Larry Bacow. And some of the, when I visit Ashesi University in Ghana, for example, the code of conduct and ethics is just in the air. And you just can't, you can't escape it. It's part of the place. And here at Tufts and at Fletcher, servant leadership and the idea that servant leaders go out and solve complex global problems and do not back away from them is just, it's part of the ethos. And that is absolutely central to the company that I've spent the last 3 years of my life and hopefully many, many more building. Thank you for the introduction. Andela is based on a simple truth that brilliance is evenly distributed, but opportunity is not. And our mission is to find and empower the next generation of technology leaders across the globe, but starting in Africa. We're experiencing a historic skills gap in the United States with 1.6 million open jobs for software developer right now, and a historic moment where we can fill those jobs with talent no matter where they are based across the globe. And we really believe that Africa is the single greatest untapped pool of talent in the world. So in May of 2014, with the courage that my colleagues at Fletcher gave me, we put a pilot out to see if young people would be interested in this career path. And we had 700 people apply to our first class. And then we actually put some more effort behind it than our Twitter account, and we got 2,500 applicants. At the close of Q1 2017, we've had over 65,000 applications for our about 320 software developers. That's a 0.7% acceptance rate, or as one CNN reporter called it, the startup that's harder to get into than Harvard, but I'm sure they meant Tufts. And so at Andela, we find these extraordinary young technologists, and we place them in high-growth companies around the world. You know, this is a model that my friends growing up in Georgia would have thought was crazy, but my Fletcher colleagues have just, encouraged me to propel forward. It seemed very natural and organic to them. And so on March 9th, the company hit 500 full-time employees with about 300 in Lagos. Thank you. Thank you. We started in May of 2014. We just hit 500, 300 in Lagos, 150 in Nairobi, 55 in New York City, and a SWAT team in San Francisco. We have a 35% women software developer average against the global average of 7.9, and we have over 70 clients, most here in the United States, about 85%, but some across the world. We have raised $42 million in venture capital from traditional VCs, angels, and impact investors, with the extraordinary gift from Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chang of leading our Series B round this last summer in July. What an incredible ride it's been. And at Andela, we do something that I learned here at Tufts, which is we set the expectation from day one that this is about global leadership, that this is about solving very complex problems that do not have soft or easy solutions. And that if you don't want this mission, if you don't want to lead and you don't want to serve others and do so by attacking these really complex problems, that this probably isn't the job or the place or the university or the master's degree for you. We really gravitate towards that, and we want to become a magnet for others like it. And so it's with that spirit that I'm truly deeply honored to be here today, and I would just like to say that in the years to come, if we can do even a fraction of what Tufts and the Fletcher School has done for me as an Andela, as an alumni unit, as a true family and network that you can reach out to, if we're able to do a fraction of that, then I know that our developers will build companies and be leaders and be heads of ICT ministries. And so I've really, I've learned that and taken that from my time here. I hope to be cranking out servant leaders across the continent of Africa, inspired by my time here. So thank you very much. I'm truly grateful to be here.